Is President Trump's embattled senior advisor Steve Bannon about to bend before he breaks in his standoff with the president's son-in-law? Charlie Gasparino with the details. And then you've got the tax-breaking news that you have, too. You're just a machine today.
Yeah, well, thank you for saying that. We'll talk about Bannon first. He is a senior advisor to President Trump. He still is. He was, though, the most trusted advisor for a long time. He is no longer now. The president has made it very clear that, you know, at least his status, I mean, his clout,
standing,
his stroke within the Trump White House is now on the downside. What's on the upside? Well, the guy that he battled with recently over policy and other issues, or even maybe stroke itself, Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law, also a senior advisor, is now in the ascendancy. Here's what we know from people close to Bannon. They're telling me he's willing to play the long game as of now. He's not looking to leave. He's committed to staying at it and work out. Here's the key thing. The one that I would say, I think this is a wait-and-see thing as well. He understands that he's no longer the top dog in there, okay, the top advisor. He continued to push his national agenda. Remember, he's the guy that came up with the wall idea, or pushed the wall idea. He's the guy that's anti-immigration. He's the guy, he wants tax cuts, but you know, he's also for trade deals with China. And I guess the best thing to say is I believe that if he has no seat at the table, if it looks completely untenable, Steve Bannon, knowing who he is, will leave. But right now, he's willing to play the long game. He's willing to accept the fact that he's no longer the favored son. I mean, all you have to do is listen to what Trump said on the record to Michael Goodwin of the New York Post to know that Steve Bannon his status has been diminished. He essentially he basically said, I barely know the guy, which is like crazy. So that's where we are right now with Bannon.
Come on. I mean,
I know, it's crazy, but still,
not really
it's not fair at all. And but that's what the president said. So he's willing to fight it out for now. He's willing to play the long game. But I would say this, if it looks untenable, he's out. And he's losing certain battles.
What are his people saying?
That's exactly what they tell me. And, you know, I've asked for a comment directly from him.
That's what I'm saying,
they don't have one. But, you know, you could see it playing out on a lot of policy things. You know, Trump came out today and said China's not a currency manipulator.
Well, this is what I was just about to bring up. There's a lot of walking back.
Right. He came out today and said
things that I would think Steve Bannon had pushed.
Yeah. The Export-Import Bank, get rid of it because it's part of the quote-unquote administrative state who needs these sort of corporate giveaways. Trump likes the Export-Import Bank right now. Something we reported earlier, you retweeted for me, thank you. Trump is considering getting rid of, maybe not doing the big corporate tax cut and doing something known as a deemed repatriation, where companies have to basically repatriate their corporate profits that are overseas,
offshore,
get taxed at a lower rate and use part of that for an infrastructure plan. That is not quite Bannon-esque economics. He's much more for lower taxes and, you know, maybe some trade wars with people that he believes don't play fair, but not that sort of corporate giveaway. That's how this thing is manifesting with Bannon losing power. It's manifesting in policy right now. Less nationalist, more globalist Trump. I never thought I'd see it after that bruising campaign.
He's making friends with Xi Jinping of China. There's movement certainly today with Tillerson and Putin, slight movement.
Right, and let's be clear, this has Jared Kushner's fingerprints over it, Trump policy, and also Gary Cohn, the former #2 for Goldman Sachs, who has been sparring with Bannon, and again has come out on top, I think.
Yeah, well, Gary Cohn's a smart guy and rational, and we watch how this.
But you know, Donald can change in a minute.
Indeed.
When we hang up, he might be. When we
That's how we could change in a minute. Charlie, thank you very much. And as